Hi, and welcome back to Rickeshascreationsletstalk. Let's talk. Yes! How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well and abundant out there in the universe. I hope everyone is feeling blessed, because guess what? It is blessing season. Jump up, and grab your blessings. Okay, good. Yes. Thank you for tuning in to Rickesh's Creations. Let's talk. Yes. And I hope you all are excited just as much as I am, because I have a few announcements within this segment. So, without further ado, I'm going to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe and hit that bell so you can receive new notifications every time I upload a video. Also, to subscribe to my podcast, hit it, click that link, and just listen to it. You don't even have to watch it, just listen to all of the videos. And if you want to just be able to look, then you can look also, but that is feel free to do either or. I want to say thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope this channel bless you. Yes, this is, and to my loyals. Yes, hello. Yes, thank you for always tuning in. And thank you for being with me along my journey as we are all healing on this self-care journey together. I will go ahead and tell you, I am your Reiki master, your chakra healer, your energy healer, your herbalist, and your oracle. I do readings. I see clearly, okay? So if you would like to book a reading with me, leave it in the comment section. You can email me at rickeshascreations@mail.com. And also to visit my IG at rickeshascreations_readings. Everything you need is in the link description, in the description box. So feel free to check that out, okay? And you get a little bit more information on like how to reach me on my services. But without further ado, I just want to let you guys know that we are entering into a new series of some videos that I'm going to do based off of trauma by itself, like trauma healing videos. So it's going to be a collection of them that come into place. And Spirit led me to do this because I want to be able to, give a little bit of information on certain topics, okay? On certain trauma topics that I feel like will be a blessing to each soul who hears it, okay? I got a little something for everybody. So stay tuned, watch them as they continue to come out. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's not wait no longer. Let's get started with the question of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day. Hey. Question of the day. Are you ready? Because I am. Okay. So, the question of today is how to overcome addictions. Ooh. Well, let's talk about it. Yes. Okay. Yes, let's talk about it. Like, why not? Okay, because I'm sure we all can relate to this topic in some form, some way. If you've been living here on earth, trust me, you have been addicted to something. So with that being said, that is part of this traumatic healing series of how to heal this trauma, okay? How to overcome addiction if you have been addicted, whether it's in small addictions to big addictions. They all are the same to me, okay? So remember, there is no judgment here, okay? This is a safe zone. Speak freely, because I'm going to speak freely, okay? But as always, we're going to do things with love and light energy. No darkness over here. Do not come with no drama, okay? But by all means, know that this channel is created to help you on your self-care, self-love, trauma healing experiences, okay? So I'm just here to be a guide, to be a light to you, okay? Share some of my experiences, and I hope that it bless you along your journey. How about that? That's what this channel was created for. So without further ado, I want to give a shout out to Shanita. This was her question. Thank you, brave soul, for even asking this question. Thank you to everyone who asks questions, because that takes courage to do so, just as well as it takes me courage to be able to give you some, of my experiences without judging myself or feeling shameful. Hey, this is y'all, my soul family. Soul family, thank you for being here and being present. Continue with your questions, okay? Remember, do not be shy to ask your question. You never know. Someone else may need to, may have the same question. You're just brave enough to ask it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and answer that for you. Okay. So first things first. I'm not going to go in a particular order. where I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of my intuitive opinion, and I'm going to give you a little bit of my experiences on this topic, okay? So, first I'm going to start with, have you been kind to yourself today? Have you? Okay. Not shade, so. But if you haven't, let's start by giving ourselves a hug, okay? That's self-love, okay? And that's taking care of self. Because anybody who have dealt with any form of addiction may have felt ashamed at some point, if they're not still feeling ashamed, okay? Because I don't know about everyone, but I was brought up in the 80s, and I know my audience is all like diverse. So thank you, everyone who have been tuning in, no matter what your age is, okay? We all can unlearn to learn. We all need some mind transitioning somewhere, okay? So we can live an abundant life, all right? So, to everyone who has dealt with any type of addiction, I'm sure at some point you felt some shame. And you felt shameful for wanting anyone else to know. Why? Because you felt they were going to do what? Judge you. Your answer is correct. And there are still people out here that's going to judge you. But will you let that stop you from living your abundant life? I hope that answer is no, because you still got to live. Guess what? So you can tell your story. People love a good testimony, okay? Because then they realize, well, this person told their truth. Well, guess what? I can go tell my truth. And before you know it, you've been in touch so many people in this planet. You're just here to do your part, whatever that is. What is to let someone know that you have had an addiction problem? You never know how that's going to bless someone else who may need to hear someone be brave. So let's be brave. Let's not be ashamed. Let's be brave, okay? Now, another part of my intuitiveness on addictions and stuff like that is that it can happen to anyone. Okay? So if you got it in your mind it only happens to bad people, that is a story, okay? And y'all should stop telling me. See, one thing about my channel, we're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to have all different types of emotions, but it is all within good balance, good intentions. Okay? Okay. All right. So with that being said, yes, like, let's keep living. Let's keep living. We're going to go through experiences. We're going to go through experiences that sometimes are uncomfortable. Sometimes it makes us question our own self. But know, if you are questioning yourself, you are on the right path, because that means you are waking up and you want to do something about your problem. Okay? So again, addictions can happen to anyone at any age, at any point in their life. All right? So do not feel ashamed by all means. And if you are still feeling shame, then I got something for you too. Stay tuned for this video, okay? So, another part of addictions is that addiction can be anything. See, most people think when they think of addictions that it's automatically drugs. And I'm here to tell you that is not always true, okay? I can give you a list of things that you can be addicted to, okay? So I'm going to start with a small list, and we're just going to go from there. You can be addicted to talking too much. Yeah, some people don't think that that's an addiction. Yes, it is. Just talking for nothing. Just talking for no reason. Just talking just to be talking. To have something to talk about can be addictive. Because guess what? You're doing it because you want to always be heard. Yep, I said it. Sometimes people do it because they want to be heard. So your addiction can be talking too much. It can be drinking too much. Let me help you with that, because I got some experience in that area, especially from my past, and we'll get to my experiences later. But drinking too much, no matter if you're wasted or if you're just buzzed, you drink too much. You're drinking just for the sake of drinking. That's an addiction. Because here's the thing. Everything in this world has been created for you to have pleasure with. Do you not agree? Now, there are boundaries though, healthy boundaries that should be in place with these pleasurable things. And when you do something excessively, you know what I'm talking about, like over and over, it's like clockwork. Before you're not even in control of what you're doing and how many times you're doing it, then guess what, sweetheart? Guess what? You have some addictive traits, okay? There's an addiction forming or happening or is present, okay? It's okay to admit it. It's okay to be aware. When you're overdoing anything without balance, and I don't mean that little balance you give. Let's be real with ourselves, okay? Because some of y'all are like, oh, I got this under control. I got this balance. Let me tell you how you don't if you don't. When you feel like you want to stop doing whatever that is, and if you're unable to do it successfully, and you're not able to keep that up on your own, then sweetheart, let's come out of denial. There is an addiction that's there. And again, addictions doesn't only happen to people who we think are negative people. It happens to positive people too. That's why you have to keep your awareness, your mindfulness. You have to stay awake. What I mean by awake means woke. Okay? Aware of what you're doing. Aware of what's happening around you. Okay? So you can identify if you are addicted to something. And is there a balance there? Is it a good balance? Okay? Or should you seek counsel? And if you're at the point where you think you should seek counsel, do know that the universe, God's angels, your guardian angels, your spirit council have tools, have people, have things in place for you. If y'all knew some of the things that I know, oh my goodness. But live and learn, you will learn. Okay, and so a lot of y'all, I'm sure, is woke, awakening up, But if you're learning something new from my channel, by all means, take it, okay? And apply it. Don't just take it and listen, take it and apply it, okay? Because it's to help you, okay? But God, angels, got all these tools and people around you that's waiting to assist you with your addiction. However, though, it is all with free will, okay? God is a God that is, God doesn't force things upon you, not unless you need it, okay? And you'll know then. But, everything is for you to, have divine pleasure. But at the same time, with boundaries, with healthy boundaries. You know what I mean? I ain't got to go too far into detail with what's healthy or not for you. Only you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just helping you to see some things within yourself so you can work on it. But, putting some boundaries there for yourself, like discipline, like learn to, remember when you were younger? I don't know if some of y'all were brought up in the time when I was brought up, but do you not remember when our parents were strict? You know what I mean? I know mine was, but I'm sure some of y'all did too. Or if you didn't, they told you no on some things. So learn how to tell yourself no on some things, right? When it comes to the addiction, like, no, this is not good for me or to my body or to my thoughts, okay? So let me work on getting some help for this. If it's not helping you achieve the maximum, if it's not making you feel joyful or happy and in a good way, you know what I'm saying? Like not in a way where it's harming your inside, okay? Because that inside you need to keep you alive on the outside. Come on now, did I just say something? Come on. You got this. But you need to believe in yourself and you need to be around people who believe in you. So therefore, like I said, call out to your angels. Talk to whatever spirit that you feel connected to and you feel safe with. Ask God, the universe, whoever, to help you with this addiction. And guess what? They will help you. Now, it's going to be on you to keep it up, but they will most definitely keep you and help you and stir you in the right path. Okay? Okay. I do know that. All right. I love to have fun with you guys. This is just fun. Now, let's get to the next part of the addiction, okay? The next part of the addiction, now that you are not harming, like not kind to yourself, okay? Now that you're aware, okay, the next thing to do is put in that work. It don't have to take you forever. See, sometimes we look at the end goal too quick. We don't look at the fact that we need to start presently on something. We look at we already setting ourselves up. Some of us who are dealing with any type of addiction, you're setting yourself up to believe that you won't achieve the happiness that you deserve when letting something go. It's like a death. You have to bury this thing that was like a nagging thing in your life. It was just keeping you blind, keeping you blind to the reality that things are better and it's not. Like addictions is not your friend. Let me just tell you that. If it's not helping you in life, it is helping you to self-sabotage in life. It's keeping you not thinking clearly. It is a false friend. Being real with you. It's a false friend. Okay? Protect your mind. That's all you got. Protect it so it can protect everything else. Protect your thinking. Just because something feels good does not mean it is good for you, especially if it's done obsessively. And another thing people don't realize too, you know, people who don't think they got addictions, come talk to me. I'll let you know what addiction you got. So stop judging everybody else who has them and that's open to talking about them, okay? Because everybody has something that they're a little bit too addicted to. And that could be smoking, that could be drinking, that could be hard drugs, that could be sexual activities. Yes, that is one, okay? Being too negative is an addiction. You know, some people just thrive for addiction. I mean, thrive for negativity because it's an addiction within itself. Even being too optimistic all the time can be an addiction because you're not creating space for unexpected things. And do know unexpected things are going to happen in your life. It's supposed to. It's part of life. You're supposed to do this a little bit. You're going to have a lot of this, but you're supposed to have a little bit of this because that's what we're supposed to shift and change as astral bodies here on Earth. We're supposed to shift and change. That's why when we're babies, we look one way, and as we get older, we look another way. We're supposed to go through all these changes and all in between. Okay? So with that being said, you know, be mindful. Be very, very mindful, okay, of what you put into your mind, okay? Another thing to help, you know, or to identify if you're having an addiction, is the fact that your judgment is off. You know, you're not as sharp as you think you are, you know, especially depending on what you're addicted to. You get this false sense of that you're doing it the right way. And that's what the drugs want you to believe. They want you to believe that you're doing it the right way. And by all means, I want people to know too that drugs is a disease. Okay? Addiction is a disease. Okay? But it's a curable disease. Don't let nobody tell you it's not curable, because you can cure your own mind. Okay? You can cure yourself. You just got to believe that you can. And I'm here to help you with that. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I want you to feel like you did this for you. I'm here to guide you. Okay? Do like and share. You know, do comment. But by all means, my goal in life is to help. Okay? And I'm most definitely going to help myself first. But I'm here to help you as well. Okay? So, now I'm going to give you a little bit of my experiences. Okay? So, for me, you know, I'm just going to use this lightly. Okay? In the most lightest way as possible. Okay? I have tried different things. Yes, I have. Okay? And at the time when I tried these things, I tried them with people whom I cared about. Okay? People who I saw doing certain things, and I saw them doing, and they seemed lonely. And at that time, I was lonely or broken at that point. You know, within my life, if I was going through something traumatic and I was just suppressing it on the inside, I partaked. Okay? I didn't let things go too far, though. Now, I will say that, yes, I'm grateful for that. And I can tell you a later date on what happened in my life that made me go ahead and get it together. But I feel like that should be saved for a later video. I just want to stick with this part. But do know I got myself together. I got my life together. And I'm an open book. I'm not shameful. No, I look at it like some of the things that I have experienced, I wanted to experience it. And, you know, when I did some of these things, I didn't think about any of that. I thought I was winning. You know, I thought I had it under control. I thought that I was controlling it. And a lot of time I was, because I'm very, very disciplined. But I want to say, you know, later in life, before I decided to get my whole life together, I did. You know, almost was like, yeah, no, I don't have control over me now. And that was the first step to my healing. Okay? So that's why I say don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. Okay? And like I said, I have no regrets, though. I don't have any regrets. You know, it's been a few times I went back in my life, dang, I could have did this, did. But no, my life wouldn't be where it's at if I did. And I got a lot of clarity on why a lot of things have had to happen. But one thing I want to tell you to maybe try to do if you're feeling like you're dealing with any type of addictions, whether it's sexual, whether it's drugs, whether it's social things. Yeah, being on the internet too much can be an addiction too. So yeah, probably love me. Like, I'm not gonna name everything, y'all. Don't make me do that. But yes, social media is an addiction. It is an addiction all by itself, baby. Because some of us live for the internet. And it's okay to be on there to promote, to do what you want to do what you got to do. But if you're on there obsessively day and night, you wake up and go to sleep to it, think about that. That's an addiction too. Okay, so that's why I say ain't nothing too big or too small as an addiction. You know, but by all means, when I say addiction, meaning you overdo what you're doing. A little too much, where you lose power over your own self and free will. Now, that I said that, I'm going to give you some things and some tips to help you. Some things that I tried. One thing to do, again, awareness, admitting it. You admitting it sets yourself free. It sets yourself free. Let me say this again. It sets yourself free when you admit. Okay? The next thing I would say do. Ain't nothing wrong with going and talking to a professional or someone you care about or someone that is living a life that you would like to live. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I mean it spiritually. Get around some people who are spiritual and got experience. And someone that's not going to judge you, but see themselves within you, to understand you. Not to be who you are, but to understand you enough to give you the right advice. Okay? Okay? Because some of y'all staying addicted because you don't feel like you got nobody to talk to. And trust me, I get it, I understand it. But you do. Even if you have to talk to yourself. And when I mean people talking to themselves and they still ain't harmed, they been walking to the street talking to themselves, but is they getting hit? No, somebody's protecting them. So that's something to think about. Do you have that same protection? Do you know you got that same protection? Okay then, so let's stop judging. Let's really stop judging. Have a talk with yourself. If you have to say it out loud, say it out loud. You have to say it within, say it within. But have some talks with yourself if you don't have no one else to talk with. And let yourself know we're going to heal ourselves. And hold that commitment with yourself. Because that's the best person to hold that commitment with anyway, is yourself and source. People are going to let you down. They're not meant to be in your life forever. But the person who will be in your life forever is self. Your inner self, that soul of yours that goes everywhere you go when you reincarnate, when you travel the world, that part of you, source. Remember that I said this, you guys. Okay? Rewind it if you need to hear it again. But really take this in. It's okay to speak with yourself. And also, too, it's okay to speak with people who you care about. Okay? That's going to be there for you. The next thing to do will be to pray about the situation. Pray about it. Prayer changes things. I'm a person that believes in prayer. I just pray a certain way. But I do pray. My prayers do work. Okay? All right. That's two things that you can do with that one. Now, the other one would be is to go to a treatment center and really take it seriously, especially if it's free or not free. Go to a facility. You'll be around other people who have addictions too. Happiness, but most addictions come from lack of. It comes from needing more approval, more love, more whatever. It's just whatever is given it is filling a void, a hole in that person. Okay? So I gave you some helpful tips on that. Okay? But I really want you to know that you can overcome whatever addiction you want to overcome. You just have to believe it. Okay? But if you need to rewind this video to go back and look at a few of those things that I just named, those things are powerful all within itself. It really is. Okay? Take steps and continue to take steps. And I'm going to leave you with that much. Okay? Because you got this. All right? No worries. It's all as well. And if you would like to see a part 2 of this or an extended version, most definitely leave in the comments and I'll go deeper. But at this point, I wanted to keep it at this level to give you something to think about while we're healing our traumas. And with all means, I hope you like this video. And if so, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with all of your friends. Hit that notification bell so you can receive these notifications every time I upload. And do know there's a series of them coming. And download my podcast so you can stay tuned. And without further ado, I just want to say thank you all for being tuned into this channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, because I did. Okay. And until then, bye for now. Yes, welcome to Rickesh's Creations. Let's Talk Join Membership Program. If you have not already, go ahead and go to my homepage and click that button. And if you have an iPhone, not to worry, you can still join from a non-iOS device or from your laptop. Yes, and you get to choose which package works best for you to receive multiple discounts monthly. So what you waiting for? Go ahead and click that button and join today. And let's get to it. #loyals. Woo-hoo.